Here we have Tech Team's number 908 wall hooks. Consists of 4 hooks with silver backers and 4 hooks with clear backers. Now what's so special about these hooks? You've probably seen lots of wall hooks and you're probably wondering why these are going to be better than anything else out there. The reason is they use nano connective technology to adhere the hook to the wall surface. You just simply peel away that backer as I have done. Then we just apply it to our little wall section here. You can see that hook is really well connected to that wall. We're just going to take something that we found laying around and we're going to hang it on that so you can see just how strong that connection is. The connection that the hook makes to the wall has a lot of shear strength, and as we can put a lot of downward force on this and the hook is not going to separate. On the other hand, if we just peel a corner like this a little bit, we can pull that right off the wall just like that. This happens to be an untreated wall surface, and what you notice there is that the hook took a little bit of that paper surface away. And the reason for that is simply that the connection between the hook and the green covering is stronger than the connection between the green covering and the plaster behind it. The hooks are well constructed and they're attached to a sufficiently large base so that they can support substantial weight. They are absolutely perfect for hanging light pictures, tapestries, wall hangings, posters, and things of that nature. Since these use carbon nanotube technology to make the connection to the wall, they do not leave any residue that needs to be cleaned up. They are strictly non-chemical, non-epoxy, and non-adhesive. They can also be cleaned by simply washing in water, and then they're reusable. Nanotape and that type of connective material is commonly called gecko tape. That reference to the gecko is not made because anybody's trying to sell you insurance. The reason marketers like to call it gecko tape, per se, is that it uses the same technology a gecko uses to cling to just about any surface, climb on any surface, even upside down. The key is the way the bottom of the gecko's foot pad is configured and constructed. What makes these things sticky is something called vertically aligned carbon nanotube technology. What that means is that a polymer, which you can see in the tape here or on these hooks, for example, has been developed that emulates the soles of the little guy's feet. And this technology is non-chemical. In other words, it's not epoxy. It's not something that actually sticks like glue and then hardens. It's something completely different. It's actually mechanical in nature, in that these vertically aligned carbon nanotubes, these nanotubes are microscopically small. And what that means is that they can reach into the space between the molecules, whatever surface it is you're attaching the nanotape to. And since this is non-chemical, non-adhesive, no epoxy or anything like that, there is no residue, nor is there any chemical smell. This explains why the shear strength, in other words, pushing down on the item when it's attached to a wall, is extremely strong. These little nanotubes are intertwined between the molecules of whatever the surface is. However, when you want to take something off the wall and you pull it directly off, it disengages rather easily. Since this is a non-chemical process, it's also easy to understand why the nanotape can be washed clean and then reapplied to a surface.